What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing how to get a brand new exotic catalyst for the Revision 0 exotic pulse rifle via an exotic quest that just went live today at Weekly Reset within Season of the Seraph. Importantly, guys, this guide is going to serve as a framework for future weeks, as those additional quests for additional catalysts will likely be very similar to what was available today. And so, let's get started. But just before we do, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Do you know how much you play this game?
I don't know.
Like every day?
I mean, yeah, I play like
multiple hours every day?
Okay, relax, okay? Now, Raid actually added Ronda Rousey into the game as a legendary champion.
The UFC fighter?
Yes!
You love UFC.
I know!
How'd they add all your favorite things?
This is my ad! Stop interrupting!
Okay, sorry.
Now, Ronda's incredible. She's only the second champion in the game with a block passive skills ability, making her great for arena, and 2 3-hit abilities is fantastic for the Fire Knight's dungeon. If you want her, all you need to do is log in for 7 days between now and February 28th. But there's always so much going on in Raid. Code RAIDRONDA will get you in-game loot. We have the 12 days of Raid, where new players can head to this website from now until January 10th, enter their player ID, and win in-game prizes including legendary champions and up to $1,000 Amazon gift cards. And existing players can also head to this website where they can find a special holiday promo code for a small festive gift. Oh, and if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get in-game rewards as well. So guys, click my link or scan the QR code and you're gonna get this starter pack valued at $30. All the rewards are waiting in your inbox, but only for the next 30 days. Guys, definitely check it out and have a good holiday season. Alright, now first things first, you will need to complete the weekly story mission. However, word to the wise, you're actually going to get to select one of these 3 different seasonal upgrades. I would highly recommend you select Security Clearance, because that's going to let you get all 50 of those security drones. The one to reduce damage from lasers isn't necessary. You can shoulder charge or eager edge sword through the lasers to get those drones right now, so you don't actually need that perk. Okay, moving on from there, once you've done that story mission, there's a sick new cutscene, all of that stuff, then you're going to be talking to the Exo Frame, and as you can see, the new exotic quest is going to pop up, and the rewards is the Frenzy Refit exotic catalyst. And the first step is to download the index from the Archimedes Annex, and that's actually going to be available just via a new mission, as you can see right here within the helm just below that exotic mission. And I believe this was an earlier weekly mission, so pretty easy to just run through. And once you do get this mission done, your exotic quest is going to update, and then it just says Europa visited. So simply load into literally anywhere on Europa. Once you do, then that quest is going to update yet again, and now you have Cypher Decrypted 0%. You're going to increase this by killing enemies on Europa and also doing patrols. So if you do have a group, you can do it the Omega speedy way of each person going to a different area and simply grabbing the scan patrols. These ones, as you can see on screen right here, you literally just go with your Sparrow to another area, scan it, you're done. And again, if you're in one area and you have teammates in other areas, you can just swap back and forth between these missions and get this quest step done very efficiently. But again, if you're solo, just kill enemies, do patrols when you find them, and then eventually, when you get to 100%, the quest is going to update, and now you have to go to the Perdition Lost Sector located in the Cadmus Ridge area of Europa. So, when you go in here, there's actually some things you need to know about. First of all, you can actually, if you're fast enough, cheese through this door and get this object you're looking for right away, like my teammate Thick, but he actually screwed the rest of us because once you scan this object, which is actually this like Haka box that you can see right here that people have been seeing at the end of Lost Sectors for weeks now, well, it's coded extremely poorly, so it will actually explode after basically no time at all. So if you have teammates, you all need to basically 3, 2, 1, go decipher this. I actually deciphered mine just before my teammate did, and as he was holding down the decipher thing, it cut him out of it. It stopped him. He had to do the whole Lost Sector again by himself. So just some very annoying things you want to be aware of, but regardless, you're going to find it right near the final chest. As you can see, you're going to get that, and then your quest step is going to update yet again. And now you're going to have to launch the Operation Seraph's Shield on Legend difficulty. So this is really where a lot of people are going to run into trouble with this quest. Beating this Legend difficulty exotic quest, it can be rough for some people. So, some massive tips in order to overcome this. There's not going to be any champion, so you don't need to worry about that. You have Hive as well as Fallen, so you have a lot of arc damage coming your way, and also a lot of arc shield. So having something arc and having an arc resist is a very good idea. Additionally, a really important tip here, guys, you might not want 3 teammates, because the way the damage scaling works in the Legend difficulty is actually very similar to the legendary Witch Queen campaign. So first of all, it's always going to put you like 10 light under the enemies no matter how leveled up you are. And secondly, guys, it's going to scale the health of the enemies based on how many people are in that mission. So you actually may find this significantly easier to run with 2 people or even solo, because again, the health of the enemies is going to be way less than if you're running all 3 people. So really keep that in mind. On top of that, guys, you have insane enemy density. So I mean, I'm using the Forbearance here, of course, with chain reaction, and that absolutely slaps enemies, but really any wave frame grenade launcher is going to be fantastic. If you're using Titan, of course, storm grenades on Titan, amazing build, but don't also forget the brand new Gear Falcons build for the Hunter. That's going to be an absolute all-star within this mission as well. And for the Warlock, honestly, a Stasis Warlock to add control the crap out of everything you see is also not a bad idea. With that being said, you also need to have some DPS to deal with the multitude of boss fights that you're going to find within this mission. So rockets are fantastic. If you are running grenade launchers, pairing that with a parasite, ad clearing getting to times 20 with your Forbearance, parasiting the boss, that's going to do a massive chunk of damage. Don't forget also to put on the weakened clear mod if you're doing that. In fact, remember that your heavy matters a lot, and that's because you can actually double dip in terms of full heavy ammo, because each of these boss fights has, first of all, a rally flag, so you get your full super and ammo for everything, but it also has an additional heavy ammo cache. So make sure, guys, don't grab that heavy ammo cache at first. Rally, use all of your heavy, and once your ammo is spent, then go and grab the ammo cache for that extra boost back to full ammo, and that's really going to help you take down these bosses. Now, importantly, while you're doing this legendary mission, there is one additional objective you need to complete, and that's to find a particular exo frame. So it's actually in this part right here when you have the floor is lava section. You're going to find this exo kind of sitting there dead. You interact with him. That's going to update your quest to just then have to complete the rest of the mission. There's actually several of these like hidden exos throughout this mission. You can see more of them in the background gameplay. So I guarantee future weeks are just going to have you do this exact same thing, and then just go and interact with the different exo frames, one for each of the different catalysts. That's my guess anyways. In any event, guys, once you have completed this legendary mission, you're going to interact with the final reward chests, and as you can see, the quest is actually going to disappear, and you will outright get this exotic catalyst. So then you need to go to the Enclave on Mars to actually craft it onto your weapon. So then you're going to reshape the Revision 0, and as you can see right here, I haven't really been leveling mine up, but I'm still able to equip it, and on top of getting this catalyst, you're also going to unlock a new version of the Hunter's Trace intrinsic perk, which is literally just going to give you, as you can see, better stats all around. So each time you get an additional catalyst, you'll also get to unlock, better stats for this weapon. So that's pretty cool as well. So shape the new weapon with your catalyst. That's going to give it the Feeding Frenzy perk. It's actually going to change the appearance of the weapon, adding a suppressor to the front, and this is actually And ornament, as you can see, I can take it off and switch it back on if I want to go back to the original appearance. Very cool. Guys, that is it for the guide. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.